In this video, we will find the value of orientational polarizability. So first of all, consider two charge plus q and minus q at a distance d. So consider the positive charge at this point and negative charge at this point at a distance d. Okay. So there will be a dipole moment in this system. So the value of the dipole moment mu is equal to charge into distance, that is qd. Now if we apply a electric field at angle theta with the dipole, then that is E at an angle theta, then the force on the positive charge due to this electric field would be QE in this direction, and on minus q charge, that is QE in this direction. So now this angle is equal to this angle, then the component of this force along this direction is QE cos theta, and component of this force in this direction is QE sin theta. Similarly, for this angle theta, this angle is also theta, and the component of this force in this direction is QE cos theta, and in this direction is QE sin theta. Okay, now the QE cos theta force are in opposite direction and acting at same point, so they will cancel each other, but QE sin theta are in opposite direction but acting on different point, so there will be a torque. So the value of the torque, that is tau, that is equal to the force into distance, that is q and this d, into E sin theta. Now this, that is capital Q, sorry. Now this q into d term is called the dipole moment, so that is mu, and remaining mu is sin theta. Now the potential energy due to this dipole at an angle theta, that is the potential energy of the dipole at an angle theta, is equal to integral tau theta into t theta into d theta. Okay, and with the limit pi by 2 to theta. Now put the value of the torque, that is mu is sin theta, so mu is sin theta into d theta, pi by 2 to theta. Okay, so mu is the constant, so it comes out, and the integral of sin theta d theta is minus cosine theta with the limit pi by 2 to theta. Now after putting the limit, it will become equal to minus mu e cosine theta. Thus we get the potential energy. Now according to Maxwell-Boltzmann statics, the probability of finding the dipole at an angle theta is proportional to exponential to the power, that is potential energy, to the power minus potential energy by kT. Now put the value of potential energy there, then it becomes this, so mu e cos theta by kT. Similarly, the probability of finding the dipole between the angle theta to theta plus d theta, that is theta to theta plus d theta, is proportional to the solid angle, that is 2 pi sin theta d theta. So the combined probability of finding the dipole between the angle theta to theta plus d theta is given by the product of these two quantity. So the product of these two quantity is 2 pi e to the power mu e cos theta by kT into sin theta d theta. Okay, now from this you can see the direction of dipole moment is in negative to positive, so that is the component of the dipole moment along the electric field is mu cos theta. So mu cos theta is in the direction of electric field, so that is mu cos theta. Okay, now the dipole moment per unit volume is given by integral of mu cos theta, that is component along electric field, into this probability, that is 2 pi into e to the power mu e cos theta by kt into sin theta d theta divided by integral of the probability kt into sin theta d theta. Now the limit of this integral is 0 to pi of the theta. So now to integrate this, we first of all consider that is 2 by cancelled, and consider that mu e by kt is equal to a new constant a. So from this mu equals to a kt by e. Okay, now there will be n, that is the total number of atom. So n into, put the value of mu there, that is a kt by e. So kt by e into a, the remaining cos theta there, and e to the power, this term is a taken as considered, so a into cos theta into sin theta d theta by integral this e to the power a cos theta into sin theta d theta. Okay, now that's equal to, this kt by e is constant, so n kt by e out of the integral, and this integral, to integrate this we consider that a cos theta equals to a new variable x, and differentiating on both sides of this equation we get a sin theta d theta with the negative sign, that is equal to dx. Now put the value of this in this case, so a cos theta, that is equal to x, and e to the power x, and the value of sin theta d theta from this is equal to minus dx by a. Okay, similarly the down part, that is equal to e to the power x into minus dx by a. Okay, this a cancelled out, so there is nkt by e integral x e to the power x dx by integral e to the power x dx. Now we have to change the limit, so the limit was 0 to pi in that case. Now the limit will be changed due to this consideration to minus a to plus a, minus a to plus a, minus a to, sorry, there is a mistake, the limit will be changed to plus a to minus a, so sorry, plus a to minus a, plus a to minus a, and that is also plus a to minus a, plus a to minus a. Okay, that's all right. Now we have to integrate and put the value of the limit, so that is equal to n kt by e into, with the limit a to minus a, x e to the power x dx by, with the limit a to minus a e to the power x dx. Now integrate this, that's equal to n kt by e, and the integral of this term is given by, for this integral you can go through our another video, the link is given in the description, that is okay, and the integral of this like this. Now we have to put the value of the limit, now after putting this limit we get, that is like minus a e to the power minus a minus e to the power minus a minus a e to the power a minus e to the power a by, putting this limit we get e to the power minus a minus e to the power a. Okay, now that's equal to n kt by a, so common take before write the constant, that is n kt by a. Okay, now from this and this term we take minus a common, so the remaining part is e to the power a plus e to the power minus a, and from this and this term we get plus e to the power a minus e to the power minus a. Okay, and take common minus sign, so it will become e to the power a minus e to the power minus a. That is nkt by e. And now this term can be written as cos hyperbolic of a. So cos hyperbolic of a plus this term, that is this term can be written as sin hyperbolic of a. Similarly, this term is also sin hyperbolic of a, so that is sin hyperbolic of a. That's equal to nkt by e. Now divide this term with this term, so it become cot hyperbolic a, and dividing this term, so there will be a there, and this term will be minus 1. Now we put the value of a equal to mu by kt that you considered before. So from this we get that kt by e the kt by e, that is equal to mu by a. So put the value of this in that case, so it becomes n mu by a cot hyperbolic a minus 1, that is n mu by into cot hyperbolic a minus 1 by a. Now this term is called the Langevin function and is given by L function of a, that is Langevin function is given by L into a. Okay, now the value of Langevin function is now, so mu by v, that is equal to dipole moment per unit volume, is called the polarization, so that is p. So p equal to n mu La. Now the value of La is depend on the value of a. If a very greater than 1, then La is equal to 1. So polarization p becomes n into mu. Similarly for a less than 1, very less than 1, La becomes a by 3. So p becomes n mu into a by 3. For the value of Langevin function, you can go through our another video, link is given in the description. Now put the value of a there, that is mu e by kt. So we get n mu into mu e by kt by 3. So that is this. So that is equal to 1/3 in mu square e by kt. Okay. Now we know that polarization is equal to, thus we get 1/3 n mu square e by kt. Now we know that polarization p, that's equal to n into alpha into e, that n into e into alpha. Alpha is called the polarizability. So comparing these two equations, we get the value of alpha, that is polarizability, is equal to 1/3 mu square by kt. Thus we get the orientational polarizability, that is alpha, that is equal to 1/3 mu square by kt.